I'm coming at you with another exciting video. All right, so in this video, Dad disputes the $960 court order. He prefers to pay the $1,300 mortgage instead. All right, so we're going to dive into that video momentarily. For those that don't know me, know anything about this channel, on this channel, we drop videos about court, true crimes, etc. So don't hesitate to subscribe. We're on the road to 6,000. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, share the video. That's how we get into the YouTube algorithm. Nevertheless, let's dive into the video and you can give your commentary.
They're saying that even if you're making the money they say, your child support would only be $960 a month. Did you see that?
Yes, I've seen it.
But you're telling me, Judge, I don't want to pay that $960, and it's in the interest of Traylon, Raylan, and Lyric Pryor. This is the lawsuit that you filed, Ms. Brownzito, back in October of 2023.
Yes, Your Honor.
And we're adding a child or children to an already existing court order?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Which child or children are we adding?
That would be Lyric.
Okay. Is the state ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your witnesses have been called. You may call your first witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. This time I would call Miss Harris. You have 3 children, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And there's a court order with Mr. Pryor for 2 of them. Is that also correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, we are here today to add the child Lyric to that court order. Do you agree with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
How old is Lyric?
She is 5.
And does she live with you?
Yes, ma'am.
And does she visit with her dad normally?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any issues with her, with the standard visitation that was put in the court order that was proposed?
No, ma'am.
And was, at the time when Lyric was born, did you and Mr. Pryor sign an acknowledgement of paternity as to Lyric? Paperwork saying he was the dad?
Yes.
Your Honor, at this time I would offer the acknowledgement of paternity as Exhibit A.
All right, 1 second.
There were 2 emails sent with exhibits and stuff.
Did you send 2 different emails for the same case?
No, I did not. Did I miss that?
I'm just saying I don't have it.
I did miss that. Your Honor, I'm not sure. Is it attached to the petition?
I'm looking now. The court's going to take judicial notice of its own file.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Harris, Mr. Pryor, the state wants me to review and look at the acknowledgement that was signed for the child Lyric. Is it okay if I look at the acknowledgement, Ms. Harris?
Yes, sir.
Same question, Mr. Pryor. May I look at Lyric's acknowledgement?
Yes, sir.
Thank you both. Go ahead, Ms. Brownzito.
Now, Ms. Harris, what kind of insurance does Lyric have?
She's on her father's insurance with Blue Cross Blue Shield.
She's on his insurance?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you have any information on how much that costs, or was that in the court order? Do you know?
I don't know.
So if I needed to find out that information, I have to get that from Mr. Pryor?
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
Now, you understand we are requesting that child support be set in this case. Is that also your understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Does Lyric have a dental insurance as well?
Yes.
And it's covered through where he works?
Yes.
Are you requesting any retroactive child support with regards to Lyric?
No.
Do you and Mr. Pryor work together as to the things that Lyric needs from day to day? You're able to make those decisions together?
Yes, ma'am.
You live in Jefferson County?
Yes, ma'am.
Does he live in Jefferson County as well?
Yes, ma'am.
You were not wanting child support set anymore. Is that something new that you decided?
Correct.
Now, can you tell the court why you don't want child support?
He co-signed for a home for me and my kids, and he is paying the full mortgage, which is $1,300.
Okay. Now, when I talked to you earlier, you told me that he was only paying half. Which is it?
He's actually paying the whole mortgage, and I'm paying the bills inside of the house.
How much is your mortgage?
$1,300.
Is he paying anything else?
No, ma'am, just the mortgage.
I would call Mr. Pryor. Mr. Pryor, can you please state your name for the court?
My name is Robert Pryor, the third.
Now, you don't have any issues with the visitation that's in the proposed court order?
No, ma'am.
And you are you saw how much that you were going to keep medical and dental on Lyric?
Yes, ma'am.
And your other two children, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you get a chance to review that and see how much that it cost for you to keep Lyric on medical and dental?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you agree with those amounts?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So $388 for medical and $33 for dental.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any other minor children?
No, ma'am.
And where do you work?
The city of Beaumont.
And how long have you worked there?
8 years.
Do you get paid monthly or do you get paid by the hour?
I get paid by the hour, bi-weekly.
Okay. And how much do you get paid an hour?
I get $19 an hour.
40 hours a week?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, do you disagree that your monthly resources were the 43,1265? That gross monthly resources as in the proposed order?
You asking if I disagree with that?
If you disagree that was your gross the gross amount you get paid a month?
No, I don't disagree.
Okay. Now, and exactly, are you asking that the child support be set at 0 as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you saying that you are going to pay the entire house note for the family?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you living in that household?
No, ma'am.
Okay. This is just for your 3 children and Miss Harris. Is that correct?
No.
I'd pass the witness, Your Honor.
Do you have any other witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
Does the state now agree to the variance based on the fact that he's going to be paying this much for the house note?
If he's actually paying for the entire amount of the house note, I do not disagree.
Okay. Ms. Harris, can you tell me again what the exact house note is?
It's $1,300 and a couple of dollars.
Okay. So we'll just
Okay.
just for old man's sake, we'll just say $1,300. How's that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Mr. Pryor, you're agreeing that you're going to pay the house note for the Ms. Harris and the children. It's going to be about $1,300.
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Pryor, I'm looking at this proposed order that the state is sending me, and they're saying that even if you're making the money they say, your child support would only be $960 a month. Did you see that?
Yes, I've seen that.
But you're telling me, Judge, I don't want to pay that $960. I just want to pay this $1,300 for the house note. That's what you want me to do?
Yes, sir.
So you're going to pay $340 extra every month for the benefit of your kids. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's what I'm going to do. Anything further, Ms. Brown-Zito?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Y'all, this is what's going to happen, okay? They're going to send me a new court order. It's going to be exactly like the one that y'all had been served with, the one that Ms. Harris originally agreed to, except it's going to say child support is going to be set at 0 because Mr. Pryor is paying $1,300, and I want that specific in the order, Ms. Brown-Zito.
Yes, Your Honor.
$1,300 a month for the payment for the house, okay? And that's going to be in the court order that way so that Mr. Pryor's child support will still be 0, just like it was in the old order, but this time it's going to be a little more specific, and it's going to say what Mr. Pryor is paying every month in regards to the house note, okay?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Harris, do you have any objection to me doing that?
No, sir.
Mr. Pryor, do you have any objection to me doing that?
No, sir.
Look at there. See there? I knew I had reasonable people in my court today. They're going to send me that order. If it matches what I just said, I'm going to sign it and get it back to them. Then they're going to make a copy of it and send it to each of you, okay?
Yes, sir.
Miss Harris, do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Mr. Pryor, do you have any questions?
No, sir.
I appreciate y'all both being here today. And I really do appreciate y'all working this out. Thank you.
Can you ask Miss Edie if she's gonna?
Okay, so this case was just a tad bit different than other cases. Most people, when they get a divorce or they break up, kids are involved, they are tearing out each other's throats, esophagus, and everything else. But in this case, they were able to work out an amicable agreement where dad is going to pay a $1,300 mortgage instead of the $960 a month court order for child support. So put it in the comments. Would you be able to do this as an individual, whether you're a male or female, for the sake of your children, even though the mother or the father of your children may move on and move somebody else in that home? Nevertheless, this is Antonio with Team Tiggio. Please like, comment, subscribe, as we'll be coming to you more videos in the future. And once again,